Now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Power football with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. The throw. He's got the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Hits a seam wide open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They get to the line quickly. He'll pull it on the read. Got room at the 35. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. The give to the back. Finds a little space. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. Listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Give to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Turns it loose. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the scoop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Line getting set on second down. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bruins are marching down the field. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, UCLA! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fair catch, called for and made. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for an open area to his left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Across the 25. He's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. On the move. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, I was thinking it was 4th down territory. Does that change your mind, Reese?
Not at all. I mean, you give this defense credit for coming up with the stop, but if you want to be aggressive and get the 6, stick to your guns, run the play. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. And that's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Wide open spaces. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold them here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Here comes the heat. Buys a little time with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Dances away to buy time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Bruins! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Quick strike complete. He's loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They just gashed the defense on that one. They've got it down to the 23. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on first and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Now improvising. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback, part of their running game. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've moved up front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 19 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On the run, it's Vincent. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The run from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
4th quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the 4th quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. The short hands, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in. That one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. the give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Georgia sends out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
They boot it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Iyamaleava. throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Oh, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Scanning the field. It's Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Gain of 33 on the play. That's a 1st down for the offense.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Gotta find a completion on this one. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.